My father always painted himself as the perfect husband and father. To the outside world, he was charming, successful, and well put together. But behind closed doors, he was anything but. For over 20 years, he treated my mother horribly, emotionally neglecting her, manipulating her, and making her feel like she was never enough. Their marriage had been crumbling for years, and in 2024, they finally separated and began the divorce process. I thought that would be the worst of it. I thought maybe, just maybe, my mother would finally be free from the weight of a man who had never truly valued her. But then we found out the truth. A few months into the divorce, my uncle, my mother's brother, discovered something that shattered what little remained of our family. My father had been having an affair. Not just with anyone, but with my uncle's wife, his own sister-in-law. 4 years. For 4 years, my father had been sneaking around with her, meeting her in hotel rooms, lying to both our families, pretending he was some kind of victim while he was betraying everyone who had ever trusted him. My uncle found out by going through her text messages. He saw everything: the messages, the plans, the conversations they had about how they could keep their affair hidden, the disgusting things they said about my mother, the way they laughed about deceiving the people closest to them. It was horrifying. Not just for my immediate family, but for my uncle's family as well. We had all been blindsided. And the worst part, the way my father reacted when we confronted him. He ghosted us. He refused to answer our calls, ignored every message, and made up excuses as to why he couldn't talk. He had the audacity to tell his siblings that he missed his children, yet not enough to actually come and see us. Instead, he chose to pretend that none of it ever happened. That's the thing about narcissists. They believe that if they refuse to acknowledge reality, then reality doesn't exist. He thinks that by never admitting to what he's done, the pain he's caused will just disappear. I refuse to let that happen. I have been no contact with my father for almost a year now, and I have no intention of ever reconnecting with him. But that's not enough. I don't want to just cut him off. I want him to feel what he put our family through. I want revenge. I want him to suffer the way my mother suffered. I want him to lose the respect of the people who still think he's some perfect man. I want to expose him for who he really is. But I don't know how. He's built this armor around himself, this fake image that he presents to the world. I know he doesn't care about me, about my siblings, about my mother, or my uncle. But he does care about how he looks. About his reputation. About people seeing him as anything less than perfect. That's his weakness. I could tell everyone. I could make sure his colleagues, his friends, and the rest of our family know exactly what he did. I could let the world see him for who he really is. But will that be enough? Nothing can undo the pain he caused. Nothing can take back the years of lies, the betrayal, the heartbreak. And no matter what I do, I know he'll never truly feel remorse. Because men like him never do. Still, I can't just let him get away with it. I can't let him rewrite history, acting as if he didn't tear two families apart. So I need to find a way to hit him where it hurts. And I will. Because he may think he's won. But this isn't over.